I don't want to do that. I got to change the meeting. It says that it's, see if I can do it from here real quick. I had Jermaine up. Not that they wouldn't probably be able to figure out chat. Everybody sounds perfect. Well, I think we are. I guess I'll just have to change it manually. I don't see where. Because I don't want to end the meeting. So we'll just change it. It's going to say Jermaine for now, but welcome to it. Okay, we're going to go live on Facebook.
Woohoo!
Oh, I am live on Facebook. Oh, great. As we're chatting away about me going live on Facebook. So guys, if you can hear me on Facebook, welcome to our day today. It's a little cray-cray, but that's just the way it is. Okay, guys. We're live on Facebook, and I'm going to now start the recording. This is why we do a clean recording also. So we have a really clean recording, and then the whoop, Facebook. Okay. Oh, Muhammad's here. He's always popping in. You're a very smart guy. All right.
What's up, guys?
Start the recording now.
Jean's here.
Well,
Yay.
hello and welcome, everybody. I'm Brittany Larson, and today you get a treat. I know all of you are wanting to know about this fantastic feature in Builderall, the mobile app. And we happen to have somebody who's created almost 200 of them. She knows her stuff. And so this is what she's doing today. But let me tell you, in case you don't know about her, if you don't know about Shelly, you cannot be in any of the groups. That's all I can say, because she shares knowledge, information, and jumps on Zoom calls. But she's a seasoned mobile app and website developer, and she offers her expertise in building websites and mobile apps to those that want to start their own website or mobile app development company. Now, I had no idea when I got into Builderall I wanted to do extensions or apps, and I'm actually changing my business just because of seeing one of the trainings you did, that you did an awesome job on the mobile apps. She's also a published author, including 2 continuing series of books. She loves kids. I've seen some of them. They're awesome. She shares her expertise in her weekly radio show, The Biz Tech Mastery. And in her spare time, which I don't know when she sleeps, she loves to paint and sing and do interviews. So today she's going to be building a mobile app and teaching you how you can build a mobile app empire. And I'm switching it over to you, girl. I'll see you after the call.
Woohoo! That was great. Thank you so much, Brittany. I don't think I've ever had such a great introduction. But you guys, I've just started learning how to paint. I've been about 1 year now in painting. And these pictures back here are the last couple that I did. I've got a hummingbird picture and a couple of chickadees. So every time I look at those, I can't believe that those are pictures that I actually did. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about mobile apps, because that's why we're all here together today. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. And I've got a little presentation for you so you guys can actually kind of follow along with me. So we'll just kind of jump into it and start from there. So welcome to the Builderall Mastery Summit. If you have not seen the other summit sessions, they have been absolutely wonderful. So make sure that you go to those sessions and actually watch those videos. We had Ruben Santiago, we had Seth, we had Jermaine, and I'm telling you, it started off with a bang, and I'm not sure I can meet those expectations because they all 3 did such a good job. And then don't forget to check out in the Builderall Mastery Summit Facebook group some of the things that our members have been posting, along with some fun videos, so you can kind of have a little bit of fun while you're working, because who doesn't want to have fun? So I want to invite you, first of all, because this is going to be a jam-packed session, and I want to make sure that I get this in and don't forget about it. If you do not currently have a sponsor, I would love to have you in my team. I call my team Team Awesome. And to get to my team, all you do is go to shellyturner.com/Builderall, and that will get you in there. So if you don't have a sponsor already, I'd love for you to go to that link, shellyturner.com/Builderall, and join our team. And we've got some great training coming up with our team and some great resources, of course. So love to have you in there. So now let's talk about mobile app development while we're all here. So first of all, I think building mobile apps is absolutely awesome. It satisfies the nerd in me. And there are 3 stores that I focus on. One of them is the Apple Store, and the other one is the Google Play Store. And the third one, if you don't know this, is the Amazon App Store. Now, of course, the Apple App Store is for iOS apps. So they're the Apple apps. And these are for the iPhone and the iPad. And then Google Play handles Android apps. So, whoops, that's my dog. My dogs are so excited about building apps, they want to be in the session too. And then the third one is Amazon apps. And if you don't know it already, Amazon apps can actually take Android applications. So you can actually take your APK, your build that you get from Builderall, and you can upload it onto the Amazon developer platform, and you'll have an Android app right there on Amazon. And I'm going to explain to you today some of the things that you can do with not just building business to business, but building your own apps so that you can make some money, even if you're not building for a customer. So it's really, really exciting what you can do with building mobile apps. So let me go over it one more time. You've got the iPhone store, for iPhone and iPad, that's the Apple Store. And then Google Play, which is for Android devices, and then Amazon App Store, which is for Android devices. So now that we've got that kind of spit out, let's talk about some more. So let's go ahead and play in the system a little bit. But before I do, I want you to understand the costs that are involved with getting into developing apps. So the first cost, of course, is going to be joining Builderall. And if you join Builderall under a franchisee, you'll pay $29.99. Okay, so we're going to just round that up and say $30. The next thing you need is to get an Apple developer account, which is on something called iConnect. And that's going to cost you $99 per year. Okay, so we're now about $130 into it. If you want to publish to the Google Play Store, you're going to have to get a Google Play developer account. That's going to cost you a one-time fee of $25. And then on Amazon, if you want to publish to their app store, you can create a developer account for no fee at all. It's free. So for $30 for Builderall, $99 per year for Apple, and then $25 for Google Play, we're into it for about $155. So for $155, you can start building apps that can make you $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a piece. So it's a really good return on your investment. The other thing that you're going to have to invest when you go into building apps is you're going to have to invest a lot of time in learning the system. And here's why. The building of the apps to me is not hard, especially through the Builderall system. It's just not hard. But you're still going to have to learn things like during the publishing process, how to get those things published and get them through the review process and approved so you can actually get them published on the stores. And Amazon is not hard. Usually those go through super fast. Google Play is not very hard. They're starting to be a little bit more strict, but they're not very hard. So Amazon can take a couple of days. Google Play can take a couple of days to a week. Apple is going to be your stinker. And Apple, to me, can make grown men cry. I mean, they're really strict about their apps. And here's why. And I'm glad they're being more strict. What's happened with all of the app stores, especially since these types of template-driven app developer programs have kind of popped up everywhere, is you have people that are not ethical, and they'll go in and they'll grab a template, they'll change a few little things, and then they'll try to publish a piece of crap app that doesn't have anything in it and isn't really valuable at all to the user. what that person that's publishing is trying to do is maybe get $1.99 for the app, or they're trying to put affiliate advertising inside the app to make money. There's a lot of reasons why they do it. They're not building it for a business. They're just building it to get it up there and make some fast cash in an unethical way. And unfortunately, the end users are who suffer from that. So Apple has really taken it upon themselves to make sure that every single app that comes into their store has value to the end user, has a good user experience, and is nice and clean and fresh and even unique. So those are the criteria they're going to look at. They're going to make sure that your app has a really good user experience, that they can navigate well through the system, that it's not just a piece of crap where you grab the template, threw it in there, and changed something and threw it up onto the store. So we are happy that they're doing that. We don't want our apps to go up onto a store that everybody already thinks that has a bunch of crap apps, because we want people to get our apps and download them. And if you want to sell those apps to a business, you want the app business to be a quality business. Nobody's going to want an app if every app you get is a piece of crap. So we like the fact that their review systems in Apple and Google and Amazon are the way they are, so we can make sure that there's quality apps getting out there. So even though I complain about Apple being a pain in the booty, the reality is I'm glad that they've got a good review process, because then when my apps do get approved, I know that it's in a quality store. And when you tell people, hey, I've got a Apple app you can download on your phone, people are really impressed, because it is an impressive thing right now to be able to build apps. In fact, I've discovered, I think, that if you tell people you build apps, your IQ goes up. It's an amazing thing. So let's go ahead and jump into the Builderall app builder, and let's take a look. And I'm going to kind of walk you through in setting up a really simple app and show you how it's done. So let me jump in there with you guys. All right, so that's my Facebook group. And here's the app developer area. And I'm gonna have to move these. Y'all bear with me because I'm having a problem with getting to the windows. So I'm gonna move this all the way over here so I can get to it, and move this all the way to here. All right, so inside Builderall, let me show you how to get in there. The way you get in there is you go to Builders, and then you go to App Creator. And that's going to open a brand new tab. And on that tab, you're going to have something that looks like this. And you can start creating your own applications. And then once you're published, it'll start keeping track of the statistics for your apps. So I've created some test apps, including a Kabuki app, which is actually a real app that I've created for a customer of mine. And I started to recreate it in this builder because I've got two other builders. And I'll just let you take a look at it real quick. When I go into edit, click this pencil button, this is where I start editing. And you can see that I put a picture in there. I've got a page that has a menu. This is actually what I was doing for training a few days ago on how to put full menus into your website and your app for restaurants, so you can actually order through the app, which is pretty cool. So, but that's the Kabuki app that I was kind of playing with for that training to get it ready for you guys. But I'm going to go back to the dashboard, and I'm going to actually start building an app from scratch, and I'm going to actually show you how easy it is to do. So I'm going to go to Create New Application, and I'm going to name my app Shelly's Test App. And then I'm going to click Create. Yay! And now it's actually in edit mode, so I can start creating that app. Now the first thing that pops up, it asks if you want to import your features from Facebook. I don't on this one, so I'm going to go ahead and just close that window. And now I'm ready to start editing my app. And you'll see on the left-hand side, I've got an editor section. I've got promote, analytics, users, and settings. I'll talk about all of those really quickly all throughout this training. So the first area that we're in is design. And this is where we're actually going to set up the general design of our app. So I can choose my template. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And we've got a choice of several different templates here. All we have to do is just kind of scroll down and we can see all of them. And the one that I actually like the best, I think I'm going to choose this one and click OK. Now, the important thing you need to remember is if you want to change your template in the middle of editing your system, you're going to run into some issues. In fact, you'll lose your design and you'll lose some of your layout stuff. So you want to make choosing your template the very first thing you do. And then once you choose your template, you don't want to change it again. So here's choosing the template. Now I'm going to choose my layout design. And this is where I can choose how the menu buttons show up. And my favorite one is all the way down at the bottom right here. So I'm going to click that and choose that. And it takes it just a minute and it will add that menu style to the actual picture on the right-hand side. This picture on the right-hand side is there to show you how your app is supposed to look. And you can also, if you notice, there's an Apple 5, an Apple 6, Android, and then HTML5. You can click each one of those and see what your app is looking like on each device. So that's pretty cool that you can monitor that and flip it around and change it so you can see how your building is going. Okay, now I've got some layout options and I'm going to keep all of these the same, but I do have the option of putting a home page slider in here. I can show the shadow. There's a little bit of a shadow on where the buttons are. I can choose to have this little circle right here be hidden or be visible. I like it visible, so I'm going to keep it on there. And then down here, I've got options of changing that background. To me, this is the stickiest part of this builder. And here's why. You've got to create a graphic that is going to go in there, and it has to be 3 different sizes. You have to make a 1536 by 2048, a 1242 by 2208, and a 640 by 1136. So I hear what you're all asking. You're all asking, Shelly, how do we make something like that? Well, I'll tell you. All I do to make that is I use a free program called GIMP, G-I-M-P, GIMP. And it is like to me, it's like a Photoshop Lite. And on it, I can pull in all kinds of neat pictures and add them and move them around, resize them, and put them exactly where I want them. I can create layers. I can do different colors. So earlier, I actually created this as the home page for this new app. So when I did that, I just did it in GIMP, and then I did export and saved it as a graphic. So I have my home page ready to go. So I'm going to jump back into my app builder. And for those of you that have never used this before, it's GIMP, G-I-M-P, and I think the website for it is gimp.org, O-R-G. And like I said, it's free, and there's a bazillion training videos on YouTube on how to use GIMP. So jump in there and get that resource. It is a wonderful resource for making really simple graphics. So let me jump back into my website builder, or sorry, my app builder. And now I'm going to pull those pictures in that I made earlier. So I'm going to go to change your picture. And I'm going to pull the 1536 by 2048. And it asked me to resize it. I don't really need to. It's perfect size. So I'm going to click OK. And ta-da! There's the first one. Now the 1242 by 2208, I'm going to change the picture and grab that one. And it's asked me if I want to resize. Everything looks perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And now I've got that picture. And then I'm going to go to the 640 by 1136. And I'm going to grab the other size. And now I'm going to just kind of move things around to make sure it fits the way I want it to, and click OK. And woohoo, that's my that's my first page on my app. So you see how easy that was to make this unique and make it not like any other app that's out there. I've already started making this unique so that it can get through the Apple review and get through the Google Play review. So we're moving in the right direction for sure. Now I've got some questions down here that I have to answer. The first one is, do I want to use this background on all the pages? No, I want it just on the home page. So I'm going to leave that unchecked. And then it says, do I want to hide the iOS bar? That's this bar right here at the top. I can choose to hide that if I want to, but I really like being able to allow the user to see like how much charge they have left, what time it is, if they have a Wi-Fi signal. So I don't ever hide that bar. To me, it's too important to have that bar available. And you can also choose to hide the Android bar if you want to. So both of these I leave unchecked because I don't like to hide those bars. The next question I have to answer is, what country am I in? I'm definitely not in Afghanistan. So I'm going to go all the way down here to the United States. And that dictates the dollar currency that I'm going to use. And then I get to choose a font family. It pulls up Arial, which is perfectly fine for me. So believe it or not, my first page in my app is finished. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that alone to me is so cool that I have already done my first page in my app builder. And it was so fast and so easy. So now let's talk about the next pages that we're going to do. So what I'm going to do now, I've finished the design step. I've done everything in that step. The next step is to go to colors. I'm going to go ahead and click that. And when that page pulls up, you'll see that there's almost a bazillion ways to change colors in your app. There's a lot of different sections. So the general background page is gray. The headers, which are at the top, these are the colors for the text, the background, and the border. On the home page, these are the colors that are available on the text, background, border, and image. So you can see there's a lot of colors to play with. I've got a wonderful spreadsheet, not a spreadsheet, a Word document, a PDF document that has all of these sections and exactly where it correlates to on the app. So if you went into this area list and wanted to change this color, it tells you exactly where it changes that color, because some of these are tricky and hard to find. So if you want that list, you can sure private message me and I will send it to you, because that is super handy. And I even still reference it because some of these are so obscure, like a card and the title for the card and the text for it in the background, and the card item itself, the text in the background. That one's a tricky one. So if you want that document, just private message me and I will absolutely send it to you. So for this app, I'm not going to make any color changes because I don't want to keep you here for a couple days. So we're just going to go straight into features. When I go into features, features are the same thing as pages. Okay, it's the same thing as pages. And in this template, there's a lot of pages or features, and I don't want all of them. So I'm just going to go X on this to delete those pages because I don't want all of them in the app. I'm just making a simple, dimple app, and we want to make sure that it's not so full of pages that we can't work with it in the time that we have. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep working on deleting these pages. And again, it's really, really simple. All I'm doing is going to the X and clicking the X and then answering OK, and it deletes the pages. And you can see this template comes with a lot of pages. We're deleting a lot of pages here, but that's okay. We're going to keep deleting. Now in this one, I've got 4 pages that I want to show you because they are usually the most common when we are creating an app. And when you go to your clients, one of the things that I run into when I go to new clients is in the beginning, I would ask my clients, okay, what would you like in your app? And they were clueless. I mean, all they wanted was an app. They didn't know what they wanted in their app. So you need to become familiar with all of these pages and what they do. So you need to be building a demo app now and learning what these pages do and how they show up on your phone. So when you go to a client, you can say, okay, I recommend that you have at least this page, and this page. And then if you want, we can add these pages for extra price. So I want you to understand that because you do a lot better going in with a plan. And if they don't like your plan, that's okay. But it's much better than sitting in front of a client and going, what do you want in your app? Because they just don't know. You have to be the expert. You have to be the one to tell them what needs to go in their app, or at least give them an idea. So now we've deleted all the pages, and I'm going to start from scratch and show you how to grab pages, add pages, and then put the information in. So the first one I'm going to create is a contact page. This is a standard page that you're going to put inside every single app that you make. So I clicked contact, and it comes up with this information that I need to put in. So for the name of it, I'm going to put in Shelly's. Shelly's Builderall Master Training. And I can choose to insert an image on this page. So I'm going to go ahead and click Insert a Cover Image. And let's say, we'll do this right here. Let's do this. So when I do that, it pops up to ask me if I want to resize it. And it starts with it right here. This gives you a picture of what it's going to look like. And obviously I missed the do this. So all I do is drag this down, and I can grab that lettering and then click OK. And now that's adding that picture into that page for me. And now I can put my phone number in. And I can add my address and my zip code and my city and my country. And now I've got an area for description, and I can put anything in there. And I want you to notice that you've got a dynamic toolbar. That means you can look at the source and use HTML code. You can add an image. You can bold, italicize, underline, or strike through your typing. You've got the ability to left justify, center, and right justify. You can do colored text, and you can even do different types of paragraphs and even the size of your font. So I'm just going to go ahead and take whatever is the normal, and I've got everything typed ahead of time, so this would go a little bit easier. So let me pull up my notepad thing. And here it is typed in right here. I'm just going to copy that and paste it. And now that's in there. So now I'm going to add my email, skydivingdiva@yahoo.com. And then I'll add my website, iCardinalApps.com. And then I'll add my Facebook, which is facebook.com/iCardinalApps. And then my Twitter, and that's twitter.com/iCardinalApps. So now I've filled all that information in, and I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And it tells me that it's saved. And here's what that page looks like. So that's what that's looking like so far. And I can also choose to change the background. So right now it's gray. I think I would like the background, that back area, to be white to kind of go with that first page that I did. So I'm going to go ahead and click that gray, and I've just created a white background right here. So I'm going to open that up, and it asks me if I want to resize. I'll just click OK. And now it's replacing that background. So you can see now I've got that white background, and the card is gray, which is okay. I'm okay with that. But I wanted to get some of that white background, so I have some continuity between what the first page looks like and what this page looks like. Okay, so that is my contact page, and that's everything that I need for that. So I'm going to click Save one more time, because remember, save is your friend. You want to make sure you're saving everything. And now that is on my list of pages. Now let's create another page. I want to create a video page. So I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to find the video style page, which is right here. You can see there's a ton of types of pages. That's why I'm telling you guys, it's really important. I would love to spend all day teaching you about all of these pages, but it's still not going to stick until you get in there and start creating these pages and playing with them. So let's go to videos. And so I'm adding that page now. And up here, it's going to show me the settings that I need to work with. So the page name, I'm going to call it videos. Here's the little icon for it. It's activated. And I'm going to go ahead and add YouTube videos. And the gallery name is, I'm going to call it Builderall Training. And I'm going to set up a search parameter. And what this page is going to do is it's going to search YouTube based on the search parameter that I give it. So I'm going to type in Builderall Shelly Turner. So that's the search parameter. And then on the type, I'm going to do search. So it's going to do a full-blown search on YouTube, find those videos, and pull them back into this page. So let's click OK and see what happens. And now you'll see that it's actually pulled back my training videos that are on YouTube. So I didn't have to grab each one of these videos separately. It actually finds them based on my search parameter that I put in. And now I've got an entire page on this app devoted to Shelly Turner's training videos on Builderall. Isn't that incredibly easy? So you guys that have videos on YouTube, make sure you're tagging them with your name and identifying them so that when you want to build your own app like this, you just put in those search terms and it'll pull those videos up for you. So easy to do. If I wanted to add more videos, I could actually go ahead and do that too. Just click that add button and do another search criteria, or there's some other ways to do it too, which is by channel or by user. So if you have a YouTube channel, you can make sure that all your YouTube channel videos are being pulled in, or you can do it by username. So it's absolutely incredible what you can do and build super fast with this app builder. Now I'm going to go to the background, and in this gray area, I want it black again because I want continuity on all of my pages. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to find my white background and click open. And then it wants me to resize. I'm okay with the way it is, and okay. And now it's putting that white background in it, and that looks great. I absolutely love the way that looks. So I'm now done with this page. Now I want you to think about what we've done so far, you guys. We've created the home page of the app, we've created a contact page, and we've created a video page that has my videos on it. And I've done that in about 15 or 20 minutes. I mean, it's insane what I've done already. But let's keep going. Let's go ahead and throw in a Facebook page. So to find my pages, I go down here and I look through all of the available types of pages, and bam, there's my Facebook page. So I'm going to click that, and it's now pulling that page style into the app, and it's going to ask me for my Facebook fan page ID. Now, this is a number value. It's not the actual URL to your Facebook page. And to do that, to find out that's a little tricky to do. So there's this really neat thing called Find Your Facebook ID, and it's at findmyfbid.com. Write this down. I'm going to throw out a lot of links here, you guys, so make sure you've got pen and paper ready. It's findmyfbid.com. Write that down. And in here, you just put your profile link, the actual URL to your profile, and it will give you what your Facebook ID is. I actually copied mine earlier, so I'm just going to find that number right here. And I'm going to go back to my builder and put that ID in, and then click OK. And it will actually pull in Facebook. Now, this is one of those pages that's tricky, and this is the main reason why I wanted to show you this page. There are a few of these pages that will not show correctly until you publish your app. So you won't have the ability to see exactly what it pulls in until you get your APK or your build and you publish it onto the Apple platform or the Google Play platform or the Amazon platform. So this is one of those tricky pages. Also, I definitely want this one to be a white background for continuity. So I'm going to change the background just like I've done in the other pages. And now we've got some continuity in there, and we've got another amazing feature, which is pulling that Facebook page in there for me. So far so good. Let's go ahead and do the last page, and I want to show you this one. This is links. So let's say you had some links that you wanted to share with the users of this app. So I'm going to go down where all my pages are, and I'm going to find the links page. And I'm going to click that one. And it's now working in the background to bring up our links page so we can do some editing there. So this is the page name. This is the icon for the page. If I wanted to change that icon, if I didn't want that icon to appear down here in the menu, let me show you how it appears. Well, it's not showing right now, but in that menu right there, you've got little icons along with the names of the pages. If you want to change it, you just click and it gives you a ton of icons. You can choose any icon you want. It's absolutely amazing. So you don't have to stick with the icon that you've been automatically given. You can change that. Also, every page will have this on it, which is activated. That means that you can see it in the app and you can see it on the menu. If you don't want it to appear on the menu, you want it kind of like a hidden page where the only way they can get to it is if they click on a link somewhere on another page, then you just click activated, you click it and it will become inactive and will not show on any of the menus, okay? So now let's talk about your links. You can actually insert a cover image, and I really like to insert pictures, so I'm gonna click on that and I'm gonna choose challenge accepted. I'll do challenge accepted, that's a good one. So now it asked me to resize it, and as you can see, it's not showing the bottom part of that. So if I scroll down a little bit and kind of move that area, I can get those words better and then click OK. And now I've got a picture for that page, and now I'm going to add links. So I'm going to click this button and add my first link. And for this one, you need a title for the link and you need the actual URL. So I'm going to do something tricky to be able to do this really easy. And some of you guys may not know how to do this, but I'm going to show you how to put two windows in your desktop side by side so you can work in them at the same time. And to do that, I'm going to grab this upper bar of my internet browser. I'm going to click, and I'm going to drag that bar over to the left. And I'm going to keep dragging it until my mouse hits the side of my screen. You see it hitting? When it hits the side of my screen, I'm going to let go. And that puts that document on the left-hand side of the screen. And then on the right-hand side, I want my cheater sheet so I can get to all of my links easily and copy them. So I'm going to move that to the right side. So I'm going to grab it at the top, scooch it all the way over until it hits the side of my screen, and then let go. And now you can see I have both windows open and I can work on them very, very easily. And I need access to these link URLs right here. So these are what I'm going to be using. So the first one, Mailing Boss, I'm going to copy that. And then come over here and paste. And then copy and paste. And then I'm click OK. And I now have the first link in there. And I'm going to add another link. And this is the second one, Mailing Boss Part 2. And the URL for that one. And then OK. And then Mobile App Overview for the next one, add a link, Mobile App Overview, and the URL for that one. And OK. And then the last one, Fun with Pop-ups. Go add a link, Fun with Pop-ups, and then add that URL. All right, so now I've actually added all of those URLs. I don't need this page anymore, so I'm going to maximize my builder screen. There we go. And again, I want to make sure that we're building continuity, so I'm going to change the background to white. And OK. All right, and now we have that page built. And I'm going to go back to design, and I'm going to take a look at what everything's looking like so far. So as you can see, I've got my home page, then I've got my contact page, my videos page, the Facebook page, and the links page. So I'm going to click on the links page, and that's what that page looks like right now. You can see I've got my Mailing Boss Part 2, Mobile App Overview, and Fun with Pop-ups, all the user would have to do is click these and it will take them to that video on YouTube. I've got my Facebook page, and remember, this won't really show up correctly until I've got it published. And then my videos page, remember, this is pulling in all my Builderall videos. And then my contact page, which talks about me, and it talks about my address. This has actually got a turn-by-turn function, so you can click it and it'll pull up a map. And on that map, it will ask you, do you want directions? You click on that and it will map out everything to give you directions to the house. Absolutely incredible. So if you guys want to come see me, come on. I don't cook very well though, so I'm just going to warn you ahead of time. So anyway, that is that page. And that is everything. So think about what we've just done, because to me, it's just insane. I have built an app from scratch. I built the home page. I built the contact page. I built the video page, I built a Facebook page, and I built a link page. Now, that app is, I'd probably do a little bit more to make it a better, more full app, including maybe adding some links like to some of the resources that I use. So I would probably add another page that would have a resource to Screencast-O-Matic, which is a great place to create your own videos. That's how I shoot my videos. I would probably give links to some of my other affiliate type resources so that anybody using this app and they were learning from me how to do things in Builderall, I would put resources in there that they would need to be able to enhance using Builderall. So, but we'll say for general purposes that this is done. So now I'm going to go to the application area, which is on the left-hand side. So that's all I did is click application. So the next thing I'd have to do is create an app icon. And app icons are really important because they're the icons that show on your screen right here on the phone. And you want your app icon to be good. you want it to look nice and clean. So the way I do it is I usually create one in Builderall. And then I go to a company called Icon Slayer. And I want you to write that down, ICONSLAYER. You can search for it in a Google search. So I'm going to go ahead and Google. I think I was there already. Okay, Icon Slayer. Icon Slayer. And right here, it's usually the first one that pops up. And when you click on it, it gives you Icon Slayer. And this is where you're going to build all your icons that you're going to need for your application. And the way I do it is inside GIMP. I just open up a file. I create a new file that's 1200 by 1200. And so now I've got a new file that's completely square. And then I add my pictures in there however I want to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and open as a layer. And we'll do Shelly Turner. There we go. We'll open up another layer and do master training. And if you want to know how I did those letters, I did it in flamingtext.com. Flamingtext.com. And now I'm just going to kind of move things around a little bit. I always make sure that the edges, I don't put anything all the way up against the edges. I'm going to add one more picture. And we'll say it's Team Awesome. There we go. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And drag it exactly where I want it. All right, so let's say that that's my icon. So now I'm going to do is I'm going to go to File, Export As, and I'm going to name it Icon. I'm going to save it where I can find it and click Export. And so now I actually have created my square icon. I'm going to go back to Icon Slayer, and I'm going to load my image. And this is what it's looking like right when I drop it into Icon Slayer. I don't like that reflective type look, so I'm taking that off. And I love the round corners. Those are my favorite types of icons. And then I'm going to create a outline for it. And I think I'll start with black and see what black looks like. And I'll make it smaller. And there we go. I love that look. It's beautiful to me. I love it, love it. So with that done, all I'm going to do is click Export Icons, and it's going to give me all of the icons I need from Mac, iOS, Mac, and Windows, and then the iOS and Android. It gives me everything I need. So with that said, let me make sure and take a look at it. I'm going to take off smoothing. I don't like smoothing. And then I'm going to go ahead and export my icon. And it asks me where I want to save it. Make sure you save it in a place where you can find it again. And it creates a zip file for you. So you just click save. And now I've got every icon I'm going to need for publishing iOS and Android apps. It's literally that easy. So make sure you write that resource down, because that is a huge resource. And for anybody that's looking for a great Fiverr gig, it's a great Fiverr gig to add that to Fiverr and say, I will build the icons that you need for iOS and Android. All you need to give me is a square picture. And you can make a quick $5, and that's how fast that you can do it. It's just absolutely incredible. So now I'm going to go back to my, actually I'm going to go to the folder where that's at. So it's in my presentation. There's the icon folder. I'm going to go ahead and extract. And now I have every icon I need for the iOS and for the Android right there. And then it also puts them in another folder called sizes, and that's usually the one that I use. But you can see it's got like every size in there that you could possibly think of needing. So that's how easy making icons is for your app. There's a lot of people that don't know that you can make it that easy. All right, so let's go back here. It says application icon. I'm going to go ahead and go into my icon folder and go into sizes. And let's see if it'll let me grab the biggest one, because that's usually the best picture. There we go. So that's what my icon is going to look like. So I'm going to click OK. And now it's changed it and put it right here on the screen. So you can see what the icon would look like if it was actually on a phone screen. All right, so now it says, do I want to upload a different image? Do I want to change the color? All of this is for the push notifications for Android. If you're not going to do push notifications, you don't need to change any of that. If you want to do push notifications, you can upload an icon, you can upload image, and this is what all of that will look like when you send a push notification. And then the startup image, this is the image, it's what I call a splash screen. And this is what appears on the screen while your phone is loading. And you need several different sizes. So I'm going to start with the biggest one, and I'm just going to grab that one that I made earlier that was used for my home page. So here it is right here. It asks if I can resize it. Looks great. I'm going to go ahead and click that. If you want to make a different splash screen page, you absolutely can. But I'm going to do all of these from the one that I already created. So you can see how easy this is. It will actually allow you to resize, which is great. So you can make the biggest one and then resize everything from there. So it just kind of makes your life a lot easier. And we've got some internet issues. I'm going to go ahead and do, there we go. Let's see if we can do this page. It's thinking, I'm making it think really hard. There we go. All right, so it added that one. That's good. Sometimes I click like so fast for things to get done that the poor computer's like, no, I can't do it that fast. I bet some of you guys have that problem too with Builderall, right? Where you're just waiting and waiting, come on, let's get this done. And I do the same thing in my app builder. I want it to go faster. I'm the person that stands in front of the microwave and says, come on, faster, let's go. All right, for some reason, that one's not wanting to load. That's not a deal breaker. So we'll just click out of that and move on. But we'll pretend like I've got all of my splash screens covered. This splash screen right here that's not loading is for the iPhone 6 Plus. So we would just, try to reload it later. So I've got all my splash screens in. So I've got everything that I need ready for the actual application. Now I'm going to go to publication. And right here, it fills out a lot of information for me. Don't take this information out right here. You want to leave all that in. Now, if I want to monetize my app, all I have to do is click here and I can do in-app purchases and stuff like that. I don't want to monetize this one, so I'm good to go. And now my application is ready to be published. So I need to proceed to checkout before downloading the source code. So let me go ahead and click ready, publish my app. And it goes through all this payment option. Remember, all of this is part of your Builderall package. So just click save and save. Yay. And here's my order details. I'm going to click validate. So those are all easy steps. You're not paying extra money or anything. You're just saying, hey, I'm ready to publish this one. And now I'm going to go to click here to go back to my applications list. There's Shelly's test app. So I'm going to go ahead and go into edit again. And now we'll see something different on the screen when we go to publish or publication. And what shows up is the ability to download your mobile source codes. So you can actually now get your builds. The builds are what you're going to use to upload to your Apple developer account or to upload to your Google Play developer account or to upload to your Amazon app developer account. And to get those builds, like if I was going to publish to the Android version, which is Google Play and Amazon, I would go here where it says generate the Android APK, and I would click that button, generate APK. And it will actually generate a package for you that you can use to upload to those platforms. So it's that easy. Then the process of actually publishing, you go into your developer account and you're going to spend some time in your developer account getting a description of your app, uploading some splash screens of your app, and some pictures of what your app looks like. And let me show you how to do that. I want you guys all to download a Google extension called FireShot. Write that down, FireShot. And FireShot will allow you to take screenshots of your phone right here. So if I go back to the editor and take a look at in the design mode and take a look at what my app looks like. So this is what it looks like right here. I can choose FireShot and choose capture selection. And now I can capture that screen by just clicking and dragging. Just like this. And it gives me a shot. Well, it didn't give me a shot there. We'll pretend like it did. But it will give you a shot of what your page looks like. If that doesn't work, all of you guys that have Windows computers have print screen available, which is where you hit the print screen button. And on your keyboard, it looks like PRTSC. So look on your keyboard on your computer and find the PRTSC. And that's where you print screen, which takes a picture of your whole screen. And then you can go into something like GIMP and edit to take out everything except for the picture of the phone or the screen. So however you want to do it. So you'll need those screenshots because each developer app platform requires a certain number of screenshots. So you'll have to do that. And then you'll have to put in a little bit more information, like, are you going to charge for the app? What countries is this app available in? So the actual being on the developer console is going to take a little bit of time. Once you've built 200 apps, it goes fast because you start spitting things out really quickly. But your first couple times, it's going to feel bulky. But once you get all the general information about your app into the developer console, the last step is uploading your build. So for Apple, you're going to take your build that you get through the system and you're going to upload it to your developer console. For Android, whether that's on Google Play or Amazon, whatever you get as far as your APK is what you're going to put up onto Google Play Developer Console and your Amazon Developer Console. And then you'll have a published app. It's really that cool. Another neat thing that I love about this system is you can allow users to work with you. So if I go to this users area, if you've got a team of people that are working on accounts, you can add a user to this specific app and they get to log in with their email and a password and they can only access that app to be able to do edits. So that's a phenomenal feature. You also have wonderful analytics that'll come once you publish. And I love this feature. This is really important. This is the QR code for your app. So you can literally take your phone. So if you've got a phone right now, I want you to take your phone, find your QR reader. Okay, so I'm going to get my QR reader. I'm going to open up my QR reader and I'm going to point it towards the screen. And when I do that, it pops up and reads that QR code and takes me to an example of what that app looks like right now on the phone. That's insane. Think about it for a minute. You can take that QR code and copy it and just print it out on a piece of paper, and you can update your customer with how the app is looking by just allowing them, sure, excuse me, allowing them to scan that QR code and they'll see the app as it is right now. They don't have to see it on the internet. They can see it right on their phone. Let me take a drink. Okay, so I think that has taken up like my whole hour. Honestly, I could go on and on and on because there's so much, you guys. There's so many features and it is so fun to look at all the different pages that you can make. And the important thing is that I could spend a lot of time telling you about each one of these pages, but you will never, ever, ever know the power of what you got in your hands until you create your first demo app. And like I said, get that QR code, scan it with your phone, and check it and see what it's looking like on your phone. It's so incredibly cool. And remember, we've got all these page types to look forward to. Now, what happens after you publish? What happens if you need to make a change to the app? What you're going to have to do is make the change in the builder, get your APKs again and your builds again, and put those new builds up on the Apple Developer Console or the Amazon or Google Play. So if you need to make a change, you're going to have to redo your APKs and your builds and put those back up. But at least you'll have that app already on the Developer Console. So the only thing you're replacing is the builds. You don't have to redo everything, just the build. So it's actually really easy to do changes. And I think there's one other thing I wanted to tell you about. I've lost it. There's probably 5 million things I could tell you about, but I think that's about all I have for you. Let me jump into my PowerPoint presentation and we'll see. Yes, that's it. So do you guys have any questions? I'm going to go ahead and open it up for questions. And
I have a couple questions I've posted from Facebook I'd like to read to you.
Okay, good.
So
Thank you.
One of them was from John, and he has a client that just wants audio, like a membership audio. Is this possible? And where are you storing this audio at?
It is possible, and it becomes here's what I do. I've got a wonderful app that's on hypnotherapy, and it has a lot of audio files. And I don't want to put all those audio files into an app, because what happens is that person downloads that app, they're downloading all those audio files too. And if you've got a really small phone, it's going to eat up the amount of space they have on the phone. So all of this is HTML compatible, right? So you can go to a source page and do an audio file embed, and then host those audio files on some web server somewhere, and you're golden. And that's exactly how I did that hypnotherapy app.
I'm taking notes, as you know. Okay, another question was from Giorgio, wanted to know, are these native apps or hybrid apps once they're on a device?
They're hybrid.
Okay. Let me see if there's anything else on Facebook, guys. You got any questions? Otherwise, the after party's coming.
I love the after
So
party.
Shelly created an app with several pages within really about 45 minutes, because we kind of chatted for a little bit. And what she's going to tell you over and over, and Jay's on, he'll tell you, I'll tell you, get in there, dig in and play. That's how you find out how to do these things. Watch this training over and over. Take the notes. I will put all those links you said, because I put them in chat and I wrote them down to make sure you do not get 200 to 500 private messages. Would you be willing also to give us two things? One, the color location chart we can put under your event.
Yes, I will pull that, and it's hidden in my external hard drive, so I will go find it and pull it and get that for you guys.
And pricing. So people want to, like, you know me, I'm a spiritual feng shui organizational expert, and it's like, she knows I just want to do apps and extensions and that kind of fun stuff. So we would not have any idea pricing wise. And Shelly, the thing that got me when I watched your training a while ago is, guys, you're not just selling an app, you're updating and keeping it updated. So what is that called? Right. Reoccurring income.
That's it. You got it. I'm so glad that you grasped that, because that's, to me, more important than the front end money that you get. Because if you can get enough clients, you don't have to worry about the front end money anymore, because you're getting that monthly residual income in. So what I do with my clients is I actually have a pricing system set up so that I charge a base amount for the base app, which is like a base website, right? You do a basic website where you've got maybe 5 page, well, for a website, no, that'd be too much. Let's say a base 1-page website, okay, has basic information. You may charge $500 for that basic website.
Right.
Then if you add anything to it, you've got each of these page types and a dollar amount if you add those page types to it. So if you want to add the Facebook page in, you guys just saw how fast I did it. But if I was doing that for a customer, it'd be an extra $200 to pull that in, right? If the customer had a YouTube page or a YouTube channel, and you just saw me pull in YouTube videos, you saw how fast I did it. If you pull in that as an additional page to the app, an extra $200, right? So you kind of give them an a la carte type thing, and you say, okay, here's the base app. You've got the home page, you've got an about me page, you've got a services page, so there's usually 4 to 5 pages for a base app. And that's going to be, I wouldn't charge any less than $1,000 for a base app. And then you've got the a la carte, so you can have the extra pages that they can have pulled in. And those are $100 to $200 a piece. And all of y'all saw how easy the Facebook one was to do, the video one. There's so many, there's a customer loyalty page, which is like a punch card page, super simple to throw in there. There's so many beautiful pages that are so easy to do, and you can charge a really good price. And the cool thing is that you're going to still come in cheaper than someone that's hand coding it. So you've got a much better chance of getting that business. Then once you get that price for the app down, you want to make sure then that you are getting a residual income every month for hosting. It's really similar to hosting a website, except you're hosting their app on your developer accounts. And because there are certain things you have to do to keep your developer accounts active and keep apps active, you need to be charging per month. So a basic app would be $50 a month. If you're doing something like a menu or like a restaurant menu inside of an app, that's $100 easy per month. So there's just so many ways to go about this. And you can, if you think outside of the box and have fun with it, you'll do fantastic. Because
that's us, outside of the box. I got some more questions have popped up in chat.
Okay, great.
One says, if you're listening to the videos on an app, will it put them in order from like newest to oldest?
No, I don't think it does. I think it is based on the standard YouTube ranking. So what I would do is I would create a channel and then put them, well, even in a channel, they're gonna be in order by date. But I think that for a channel, it would come in the order that the channel has it.
And when you were talking about making sure to name them or tag them on YouTube, so when you put that code in there, are you using a hashtag or are you making sure it's in the title? Is it in the description?
In that search area for the YouTube videos?
Like when you put Shelly's Builderall.
Oh, yeah. All of my Builderall videos all have the keyword Builderall and Shelly and Turner.
In the title?
In the tags.
In the tags. Okay, great. All right, we're still going here. Can you or do you know how to add a Google location map that is interactive and will store new users, stores/services in parentheses, locations for niche industry?
Let's take a look at that because we can look at our pages. And right here, you've got places. So that's one of the ones that you can use to show locations and pages. Or sorry, locations of stores.
You know, this is just super fantastic to me. I mean, I just love it because everyone's walking around with their phone, right? Mm-hmm. And this way, instead of going to a website and all that craziness, you can have that app in there. Like my student Lori just popped on, and she does like massage and aromatherapy and lymphatic flushing and stuff, and she's got several locations. Bingo, this worked great for her. I can see that
being a beautiful app. I mean, when you talk about massage and oils, and I mean, I can see just all beautiful earth tone type colors, and oh my gosh, it would be beautiful. So this is the location, and to add a place, you just click the button to add, and you can put a title, subtitle, add an image, add a thumbnail, display the image, display the title, display the tag, and then here's where you can do some interesting stuff. So again, it's really important, and this is done by latitude and longitude. If you don't obviously know the latitude and longitude, then you could go, there's several websites where you can put in an address and it will give you the exact latitude and longitude.
Google it, people.
Yep. There's, again, I wish that I could go through every single page with you guys, but we would be here till next year. So what I challenge every single person to do, and let me say this with a loving heart, because I'll stay on the computer and teach, because that's just the way I am, but I don't have time to teach everybody. Right. Click these pages. You saw how easy it was. I clicked the places icon. It pulled up for me, and I can see everything that I can do for that page. Then I'm just going to put some dummy information in there and look at what it looks like on my screen right here. And then if I want to see it, I go to that promote area and click that QR code and see what it looks like on my phone.
You know, Shelly, they should dig right in, spend some time in this if you want to make some money. If you're a little short on cash or you need to make $30 a month to pay for a platform, hello. Yep. Okay, got some more questions if that's okay. And for those of you that want her to do some screen sharing, come to the after party. But this is valuable information. We're going to keep going because everybody's staying on everywhere, and that's what we love. Okay. Lastly, is there a way without app from desktop can enter their info as well as see the info that others put in there on the desktop? I'm a little confused. That's from Greg. Greg, can you clarify that, or do you understand that?
I'm not sure. Can you
Okay,
read it one more time for me, Brittany?
Lastly, is there a way people without app from desktop can enter their info as well as see the info that others put in there on the desktop?
No, these are apps strictly for the iPhone and the Android.
Right.
We're not making a app that's like a Windows app.
No, let me see. Place their info in the Google Places in the app without having the app installed. I think, Greg, we're going to have you pop on in the after party. And
let's talk in the after party, Greg. I'll be glad to answer. Okay. I'm just not quite sure.
If you have a compass app on your phone, it will display latitude and longitude. Well, thank you, Mike. Mike's got all kinds of little tips here.
Yeah, Mike.
Shelly, you've blown Justina's mind. Just gonna put it back together. We need you to have your brain together to go build. And, go do it. How many people will commit to going and trying and building an app? That's how you do it. Can we get some yeses?
Okay, when you guys build your first app, play in the system, build a demo app, send me the QR code and I'll check it out. I have so much, y'all, this is what I do is I teach people how to build mobile apps. I have a whole training course. You literally just got about a couple $1,000s worth of training that's what I charge for training. And you guys got it. Now I want to see you go and use it and include me in that by sending me that QR code so I can take a look at what you've done. Because there's nothing that a teacher likes better than to see their students work and know that they're getting it. So send me that QR code. You can take a picture of it and private message me or do a post and put it in. I don't care how you do it.
Man, you can put it in the group so we can all play and see what people are doing. Right. Ron Straight says, Shelly's the boss. Wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. The boss of apps, maybe. Okay. Carolyn says, I'm so there. Jay says, I'm building my company app this weekend.
Woohoo!
Woo-hoo! And you're Caroline's new hero.
Yay!
So awesome. Linda, I want to give you credit because you show up, Mike shows up, Mohammed shows up. There's people that every day show up here in the after party, and that's where you get golden nuggets. The training's fantastic. Hey, Shelly, one more thing. So if there's people that are interested, because I personally know you do have programs, why don't we just let them know a little bit about if they really want to dive in and get into apps, but they want a class, a course, some one-on-one. Why don't you give them a couple options? Because I know you have some long-term and also some shorter term.
Right. I have my first program, the short-term program, is a 6-week program. And we actually guarantee that you will build and publish your first app in those 6 weeks. And that's where we learn the basics about app business and what it means to go find clients, how to find clients, all the basic stuff, plus building it. And I take no prisoners during that 6 weeks. I keep you busy like every single day. I've got something for you to do. And I not only cover the app building platform, but I also cover GIMP. And I show you how to make those screenshots, how to make those splash screens, how to make the background pictures, how to make the icons. That little icon that I just made in GIMP, we go through all of that in detail. So I can show you how to add layers and stuff like that, because creating graphics is an important part of building apps. So that 6-week program is chock full. You're busy every single day. So if you don't have the time to commit, don't do it, because I don't slow down and I don't stop for anyone, because I'm committed to getting you published in that 6 weeks. And we will publish in that 6 weeks, guaranteed.
What is the investment for that?
That class is $2,995. If you're interested, contact me and I'll give you a $1,000 discount.
Wow.
That's huge. Yep. And then
you also have, for those that really want to dig in and make this their livelihood, you have like a year-long program. Am I correct?
That's exactly. Yep, that's correct. There's so many features and so many ways to build apps and have additional things inside the apps, like the training I did the other day on restaurant menus. That's one of the trainings that I do in the 52-week program. And it is literally 52 weeks where we start breaking down individual tasks and how to really manage doing things like restaurant menus and stuff like that. And that one is $995 per month. And I will, if you're interested in that one, you have to do the 6-week program first. And then if you want to continue on with the 52-week program, I'll knock $500 off of it.
So let's just think about that. People may suddenly go, but guess what? You're building apps. You can go out and get clients. She's going to teach you how to do that. Go out, get clients, and they're going to pay for this. So it's like not you're out of pocket. It's like, boom, I'm going to go get my clients. I'm serious, because we just like action takers, people that show up, and serious people, non-serious, serious people.
Right. So well, now that you guys have seen my training, you know how I do it too. I mean, this is a perfect example. I don't do a lot of, I love PowerPoint, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a PowerPoint person. I'm all right, let's click some buttons together, you guys. And I love that part of my training is you're going to get direct, really important stuff that you need all throughout that training from me. That's what I absolutely love to do. So if you're interested, just let me know.
All right, let me see. Awesome presentation, Shelly, from James. Very insightful. Right. Okay, I want to thank everybody. We went over because it was packed with information, but I try to shoot for an hour, but if we go over, we go over, because when you're asking questions, somebody else has that question too. So thank you. Thanks. Jean says an amazing presentation. Okay, so what we're going to do now that we do after every presentation is we're going to end the Facebook call. Thanks for showing up there. And then we stop this recording, but then we have another fun, everybody jumps on presentation mode, Freddie. It's like, why is there no one there? Oh, you got to switch them all over. And she will go behind the scenes with your questions. Use this information, guys. Show up. I posted in the Builderall English group, or -EN now they call it, that I don't understand all these questions people are posting in there. You have the cream of the crop right here that are willing to go behind the scenes, screen share with you, and teach you and everybody on the call. So please, when you see those people, tell them, get in the summit, sign up, go get in our group, and show up on Zoom. It's the same link every week. So guys, we will be doing lots of fun stuff. We're just doing our first summit and seeing what people like and how things go. And we're getting like 500 views, which is excellent on a presentation. And Shelly, I'm shooting for 1,000 for you.
Woo! Let's do it.
All right, so we're ending Facebook. Thank you, Facebook. Peace and love.